Hello. My name is Monica Brinzak from the Department of Public Health, BBU Cluj-Napoca, Romania, and we are one of the Be Well project partners. It will be my pleasure to be your trainer today. This training module will provide you with awareness and skills for managing stress at individual level, especially in situations which are relevant for the health and care operators. Overview on stress and on stressful situations for the health and care operators. Burnout syndrome. Examples of activities helping in managing the stress. Coping with stress. What is stress? Work-related stress has been declared one of the biggest challenges of the 21st century by the WHO. According to WHO, stress is a state of worry or mental tension caused by a difficult situation. Stress is a natural human response that prompts us to address challenges and threats in our lives. Everyone experiences stress to some degree. The way we respond to stress, however, makes a big difference to our overall well-being. Therefore, in this module I will teach you some basic skills for answering in a healthy way to stressful situations, meaning managing stress. Beside the acute state of worry or mental tension, stress can have long-term, sometimes irreversible impact on the body. It affects the brain as well as other organs and systems, cardiovascular, gastrointestinal, diabetes and autoimmune diseases can be caused by prolonged stress. Stress destroys cell DNA and causes mutations that can lead to cancer. Overall, stress limits mental flexibility and one's ability to see alternative solutions. As such, it can prevent us from adapting to and succeeding in new circumstances. It can also lead to various cardiac and immune problems. Although stress is an unavoidable consequence of modern life, when work stress becomes too much, it can lead to burnout. Prolonged exposure to adrenal steroid hormones like cortisol, which is released into the bloodstream when we are stressed, can damage the brain and block the formation of new neurons in the hippocampus, the key actor in encoding new memories in the brain. Chronic stress leads to cell death and hampers our ability to make changes and be creative enough to think of possible changes we could make to reduce the stress. Before giving some examples of stressful situations, I have to outline that not all stress is bad. The level of stress experienced is directly connected with the individual's ability to respond to internal and external demands. A suboptimal level of stimulation, in which the ability is higher than the formulated demands, leads to frustration and/or boredom. Eustress happens when the level of ability matches the level of demands, peak of the stress response curve. However, when the level of demand surpasses the level of ability, acute stress appears. Repeated acute stress episodes may lead to the installation of chronic stress and ultimately to burnout. Here is a list of stressful situations for the health and care operators. Insufficient information. Dealing with patients or tasks without adequate information increases stress levels. Too much information. Overwhelmed by excessive data, protocols, or updates, leading to information overload. Multitasking. Constantly balancing multiple patients, administrative tasks, and urgent issues. Changes. Sudden changes in procedures or protocols without clear communication about the reasons and goals increase anxiety and uncertainty. Pressure. Strict time constraints. Insufficient appreciation. Working hard on multiple tasks, meeting deadlines, showing dedication, but not receiving the expected recognition. Burnout syndrome. Constant stress, including at work, can lead to burnout syndrome. Burnout syndrome resembles depression in terms of sleep and digestive disturbances, feelings of exhaustion and diminished work performance, reduced ability to dialogue and interact with others, feelings of emptiness and that work is invading private life. Occupational burnout syndrome is a state of exhaustion, both physical and mental, that occurs particularly in people whose jobs involve a high level of responsibility and frequent interaction with people. The following can be possible causes for burnout. Mismatch between the person and his/her work. Lack of organization at work, too high demands with too few resources. Lack of recognition. Lack of support from superiors. Stress management. Please remember that stress is unavoidable. What matters for your well-being is to recognize the situations causing stress and how to answer to, cope with, manage these situations. Here are some examples of actions for your side to manage stress. Seek support from colleagues. Build a network of supportive colleagues who understand the unique challenges of your work environment. Foster positive relationships. Surround yourself with team members who share similar values and work ethics to create a cohesive and supportive work atmosphere. Open communication. Ensure you have meaningful conversations with your peers about important issues, creating a sense of camaraderie and mutual understanding. Address negative environments. If you find yourself in a critical and judgmental environment, address the issues directly. If the situation doesn't improve, consider seeking a different opportunity, such as a new team or department. Reflect on personal and professional balance. Regularly evaluate whether your activities and relationships are fulfilling your needs. Make adjustments as necessary to maintain a healthy balance. Create a supportive home environment. Develop a home life that provides comfort and aligns with your personal values, helping you recharge after demanding workdays. Prioritize personal time. Ensure you allocate enough time for your personal life to relax and engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Exercise. Physical exercises can reduce the experience of stress, depression, and anxiety. All these actions should be complemented by the right organizational support, where professionals are aware and able to reach out to a designated person, e.g. HR, to address negative issues, with the possibility of doing so in confidence, with more systemic or organizational level measures that e.g. promote work-life balance, provide support to informal carers, etc. As homework, please think about situations in your day-by-day activities at your workplace or at home which might generate stress for you. List the top 3 most frequent ones for the workplace, respectively for home. Perform the Life Change Index scale, the stress test, recommended in the Suggested Resources section. Now, for the reflection moment, did you have any moments in which you felt close to burnout? What led to that? What can you do now to prevent that from happening in the future? Thank you, and we'll meet in our next lesson.